If you watched my review for the last episode of this show, you'll know I had a lot of questions going into this episode. And man, I'm sure glad we didn't have to wait a week for this episode, because not only would that make me look like a liar, but it would make Nickelodeon look like they have no idea how to schedule this show. At any rate, we have the new episode now, so let's go ahead and talk about episode 11, Breakout. The episode opens with Sledge watching the end of the Megazord fight from the last episode and yelling at Fury about how the Terrazord keeps running out of power. Fury says he can solve that problem, and Sledge warns that he better, since both the Terrazord and Fury will be worthless to him if the Zord can't turn into a Megazord. On Earth, the museum opens the Treasures of Xandar exhibit, which begins with Miss Morgan telling a crowd of people about the legend of the Stone of Xandar, otherwise known as the Gold Energem. Miss Morgan explains that after Sir Ivan found the Gold Energem in a nearby stream, the young prince asks for it, declaring the gem to be his, before a monster says it's his and attacks the prince from behind. Sir Ivan pushes the prince out of the way and begins fighting the monster, which ends with the knight blocking a familiar-looking lightning strike that knocks both humans down. Miss Morgan goes on to say that both the knight and the monster disappeared after their duel, while the young prince found the Energem and named it after his country of Xandar, making it the most famous piece in the Xandar royal treasure. Once the exhibit starts, Koda notices a group of people in suits arrive in limos outside before storming into the museum. Back inside the museum, Chase mentions that the Rangers will lock the Gold Energem in the lab as soon as the exhibit's over, before the group from outside comes in and begins collecting the treasures. Miss Morgan asks what's going on, and one of the men in suits says he's taking back what belongs to him, and when Riley tries to protest, he realizes the guy is a prince. The man introduces himself as the real Prince Philip of Xandar, making a reference to how Tyler and Shelby pretended to be royalty in the last episode, recognizing the two after getting a closer look at them. Koda then comes in saying they mean no disrespect, only for Prince Philip to insult him, saying Koda wouldn't know anything about respect based on how he looks. Prince Philip proceeds to take the Gold Energem, saying a knight's bravery makes the stone a legend, and that none of the Rangers are worthy of touching it before leaving. The teens follow the prince, with Shelby commenting how they can't let them take the Energem before Koda sees Vivix following the departing limos. Space pods suddenly appear in the sky and start blasting the limos, causing them to stop, and security guards to exit so they can protect the prince. The security is met by Fury, Poisandro, Wretch, and Curio, as well as some alien guards and Vivix, who begin their assault, with Fury cornering Prince Philip, demanding that he hand over the Energem. Before the prince can give Fury the Energem, Koda jumps in and tackles the monster, fighting the general off as the other Rangers come in to fight off the Vivix. After all 5 Rangers have a pretty cool and morph fight, Fury tries to blast Koda and Prince Philip, but Koda blocks the blast with a hubcap, causing the two to be knocked down a hill.
You're not escaping me this time!
Come! Fury after you! You're safe here.
I am at a loss for words. After how I treated you, the insults. Why would you risk your life for me?
Everyone has good on inside. Even mean prince, like you.
And I've seen enough Power Rangers episodes to know that this is going to lead to a much smaller story where Prince Philip and Koda learn more about themselves and each other as they hide from Fury. Is that a giant boulder? Koda pushes Prince Philip out of the way of the boulder, causing him to drop the Energem, while Koda himself is knocked down by the boulder. Prince Philip reaches for the Energem, only for Fury to get to it first, saying he's been waiting for this for 800 years, meaning that he was the monster that fought Sir Ivan all that time ago. Fury tries to finish off Prince Philip, but before he can, the other Rangers come in, guns blazing, so Fury leaves triumphantly. The teens check on Koda and Prince Philip, who says that he was a fool for taking the Energem from them, before Tyler calls Miss Morgan and informs her of the situation. Miss Morgan says that Fury just called the Terrazord, warning that he will have infinite power over the Zord if he installs the Energem into it, but Miss Morgan also says she's been working on a new charger that will give the T-Rex Zord an edge against the Terrazord. Tyler tells the others to go after Fury while he goes back to the lab to get the charger, and once Tyler leaves, Koda tells Prince Philip to go back to the road where it's safe before he and the others go to follow Fury. Speaking of, Fury goes up to the other villains and shows them that he has the Gold Energem before the crew is met by the 4 Rangers. Seeming to have followed them, Prince Philip sees the teens morph before Fury calls on the Terrazord to attack. Fortunately though, the Terrazord is immediately attacked upon by the T-Rex Zord and Tyler, who dismounts from the beast before activating Miss Morgan's new stress charger, which causes the T-Rex Zord's neck to extend so it can chomp down on the enemy Zord. Fury orders the villains to attack the Rangers, who activate Dino Steel as the fight begins, with Tyler again taking on Fury in a third duel. Shelby also gives her Triceratops to Riley before she goes to take on the remaining Vivix, while Riley uses uses the drill in his raptor claw to take on both Poisandra and Curio, eventually striking the two down. Coda, in the meantime, is using his shield and strength to take out the two guards, while Chase uses his parachopper to shoot down Wretch. With the 5 villains cornered, Riley takes Coda's Stego shield and combines the 3 weapons into a triple spike, which he uses to pierce through one of the guards. Back with Tyler, Fury tries to finish him off with a roar attack, but Tyler dodges it and answers with an attack of his own that strikes down Fury. Tyler then demands that Fury give him the gold Energem, and though Fury refuses, the Energem starts glowing, causing the spirit inside Fury to try and break free, using the gem's power to finally separate from the monster.
Dad! What? You're not my dad? Who are you?
I am Sir Ivan, Knight of Xandar.
The Knight of Xandar?
Sir Ivan? That's impossible.
Finally, 'tis my turn to morph. That Energem's mine! Gold Terramorpher! Unleash the power! Still think the stone is yours?
Go Gold Ranger! Fury retreats once the Viveks are defeated, leaving Curio and Poisandra to take on Sir Ivan, but he's able to hold them off before calling on his Terra Saber to literally lightning strike them down. Wretch moves in to attack Sir Ivan, but ends up getting electrocuted before the last guard also tries to attack, so Ivan uses his Xandar Thunder to take him down. Sledge is understandably angry that Fury allowed Poisandra to get hurt, so he causes the 2 guards to grow so they can destroy the Rangers. Tyler says they'll call the Megazord, but Sir Ivan says this quest is his, and though Riley warns the Terra Charge Megazord is evil, Sir Ivan teleports into the Megazord and sticks his saber in it, breaking Fury's evil hold on the Megazord. Sir Ivan then duels the 2 giant guards in a pretty awesome Megazord fight that's only made cooler by the theme, and ends with Sir Ivan vanquishing the monsters. After the fight, the team greets the new Ranger before Prince Philip shows up, causing Sir Ivan to kneel down and present the Energem to him, saying it belongs to the royal family. The other Rangers reveal that they also have Energems and explain their background, so Prince Philip tells Sir Ivan the gold Energem is his to use as he chooses, wishing the Rangers good luck in finding the remaining Energems before leaving. Shelby then tries to welcome Sir Ivan to the team, but the knight walks off, saying he will choose his path to follow, and the episode ends with Riley and Coda explaining that he just needs some time to enjoy his newfound freedom. This episode might not be the first 6th Ranger introduction that Saban has put out since they bought back the rights to Power Rangers, but it's definitely the first 6th Ranger introduction in this new era of the show that's not only a great episode, but is actually my favorite episode of the season so far. The episode is very fast-paced and has a lot going on, but the thing that keeps the episode from turning into a jumbled mess is the fact that several story elements that were presented in previous episodes all feel like they were leading up to this moment. Even Prince Philip's presence in this episode feels really organic, since he shows up as a direct result of Tyler and Shelby pretending to be the Prince and Princess of Xandar to trick Fury in the last episode. Prince Philip also serves a thematic purpose, since his interactions with Coda parallel to that of Sir Ivan protecting the young prince at the beginning of the episode, showing that the Rangers are not only worthy of the Energems that they have, but also the much cooler idea that Power Rangers are knights in their own way. And then there's Sir Ivan himself, who left quite an impression on me. That guy is so awesome. He's like if Thor was a Power Ranger. He's just dripping with personality, which is thanks to his great dialogue and strong presence that really elevated the already good action in this episode and was a great payoff for the Gold Energem plots. Overall, this episode has everything from a good story to good action to strong characters, and given that the show is set to introduce more Rangers down the road, all I can say is that I hope future Ranger introductions are just as good, if not better, than this was. I'm Nick, aka Iron Man 1993, and may the power protect you.